It doesn't have to be this way. Hey, girl. Down on your luck. You can still terrorize people.
Malignant narcissist who cannot get enough of herself while she simultaneously plays the victim.
On June 14th, 2025, Meghan Markle will step into the spotlight at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles Night of Wonder Gala, celebrated for her advocacy work. But instead of applause, she's hearing laughter, some of it from Jon Stewart, who roasted her on national TV. This isn't just about one glitzy night, it's a story of ambition, image, and a growing crowd of skeptics who aren't buying the hype. Why is Meghan's latest honor turning into a punchline? Let's dive in and uncover the truth behind this PR storm. The Night of Wonder Gala sounds like something out of a fairy tale. Set for June 14th, 2025, at the Natural History Museum's Exposition Park in Los Angeles, it promises an enchanted garden vibe with immersive exhibits, live music, and a dinner most of us can't afford. Tickets start at $1,500, and if you want a full sponsorship table, you're dropping $250,000. The star of the night? Meghan Markle, honored for her work championing women and underserved communities. On paper, it's a perfect fit. A Los Angeles native returning home to be celebrated for making a difference. But the second the news dropped, the internet lit up with questions. Why Meghan? What has she actually done? The museum's president, Lori Bettison Varga, praised her for aligning with their STEM and STEAM programs. But those words felt more like buzzwords than receipts. People aren't clapping, they're side-eyeing. And the reason why is about to get a lot clearer. But that's not where the story ends. Enter Jon Stewart, the comedian who can turn a quip into a cultural moment. On a recent episode of his show, he didn't hold back, calling Meghan's award a participation trophy for celebrity activism. He joked it was like giving someone a gold star for showing up to a charity event in a designer dress. The audience roared, and social media ate it up. Clips of the roast racked up millions of views, with ex-users piling on, one calling it the night of blunder, and another dubbing Meghan a C-list actress chasing clout. Stewart's words stung because they hit a nerve. People already felt this gala was more about headlines than heart, and when a sharp-tongued comedian puts it on blast, it's game over. The gala went from a glittering opportunity to a viral meme overnight, and Meghan's team wasn't ready for the fallout. So why are people so skeptical? It's not just about one bad joke. Meghan's been in the spotlight since leaving the royal family in 2020, promising to change the world with big projects and bold ideas. But when you peel back the curtain, the results are underwhelming. Her advocacy sounds great: empowerment, equity, community, but where's the proof? No detailed list of projects, no clear impact, just a lot of glossy PR. Her Archewell Foundation, launched with Prince Harry, was supposed to be a game changer, but it's been quiet, with more headlines about its inactivity than its achievements. Her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, got mixed reviews, with critics calling it a Montecito ego trip that focused more on her lifestyle than actionable advice. And her Spotify podcast, canceled after one season. People aren't asking for perfection, they're asking for substance. And right now, Meghan's resume feels more like a vision board than a record of change.
Who said she had a vision board with Prince Harry on it. And
Before they met?
Yes. And she wants to
That's
pretend.
impressive. You got to admit
Thank
that
you.
is impressive.
And that's just the start of the pattern. Since stepping away from royal life, Meghan and Harry have been on an awards spree. They've snagged humanitarian, honors, spots on Time's most influential lists, even a President's Award at the NAACP Image Awards in 2022. But each time, the same question pops up. What did they actually do to earn it? Their Spotify deal, hyped as a groundbreaking platform for storytelling, fizzled out after Archetypes failed to deliver consistent episodes. Insiders said Meghan's indecision frustrated staff, with one executive reportedly yelling at Spotify employees when she changed her mind on content. Netflix was supposed to be their big break, but Harry and Meghan, and With Love, Meghan didn't live up to the $100 million promise. Even their lifestyle brand, rebranded as Ever in February 2025, sparked more talk about its name change than its actual products. It's a cycle of big announcements, small results, and a growing sense that the Sussexes are better at branding than building. The museum itself isn't escaping the heat. The Natural History Museum of Los Angeles houses over 35 million objects, from dinosaur bones to cultural artifacts, and prides itself on making science accessible, especially to underserved communities. So why is it throwing a red carpet bash? For a celebrity whose advocacy feels more performative than proven? Patrons and historians are fuming, with some calling it a betrayal of the museum's mission. On X, one user wrote, "Dinosaurs don't need Instagram clout. Why does the museum?" Others speculate the gala's real goal is to lure wealthy donors, with Meghan's name as the shiny bait. Longtime supporters feel blindsided, wondering why an institution built on discovery is chasing Hollywood star power. Even staffers are reportedly uneasy, caught in a PR whirlwind they didn't sign up for. When a museum starts acting like a talent agency, It risks losing the trust it took decades to build. But the drama doesn't stop there. Right before the gala news broke, Meghan tried to shift the narrative with a surprise bonus episode of her podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, featuring Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mom. It was a bold move, talk of family, resilience, and empowerment, packed with A-list name drops. But listeners weren't impressed. They called it scripted, shallow, and heavy on feel-good vibes, but light on real insight. One ex-user snarked, "Meghan's podcast is just her reading a mood board out loud." Instead of bolstering her image, the episode added fuel to the gala backlash, making it seem like she was doubling down on optics over action. The timing was brutal. When you're already under fire for a questionable award, a glossy podcast isn't the answer. It's like trying to fix a leaky boat with a photo shoot, so what's Meghan's next move? Her team's gone quiet, and that silence is deafening. No press releases defending the award, no interviews clarifying her work, just the usual curated Instagram posts and polished photos. On X, rumors are swirling about a PR pivot, maybe a heartfelt op-ed in a magazine like Vogue, or a surprise appearance at a small grassroots event to show she's real. Some speculate she might lean into her As Ever brand, pushing products to distract from the gala mess. Others point to her history of rebrands, like tweaking her engagement ring or relaunching her lifestyle blog, as signs she's scrambling to control the narrative. But silence isn't a strategy, and the longer she stays quiet, the louder the critics get. If she wants to flip the script, she'll need more than a well-timed post. She'll need to show up and do the work. This isn't just about Meghan, though. It's a wake-up call for celebrity culture. Museums, nonprofits, even award shows are racing to stay relevant, and that often means booking a big name over a big impact. The Natural History Museum thought Meghan's fame would draw eyes and wallets, but it's backfired, exposing a deeper truth. People are tired of performative activism. On X, users are blunt, with one calling the gala a 1,500-a-plate networking party for the rich. It's not just Meghan taking the hit. The museum's credibility is on the line, too. Other institutions have fallen into the same trap, like when award shows honor celebrities for vague humanitarianism to boost ratings. But when the public smells inauthenticity, they don't just roll their eyes. They call it out. And in 2025, with skepticism at an all-time high, that call-out is louder than ever. Let's rewind for a second and look at Meghan's journey. When she and Harry left the royal family, it felt like a bold new chapter. People were curious, even hopeful. A modern woman breaking free, ready to make her mark. But 5 years later, that promise feels stuck. Her children's book, The Bench, came and went with little fanfare. Her Spotify deal ended quietly. Her Netflix projects haven't moved the needle. Even her Archewell Foundation, meant to be a beacon of change, has been called out for vague promises and minimal output. Vanity Fair's February 2025 cover story, titled American Hustle, laid it bare, accusing the Sussexes of chasing deals without a plan. It's not that Meghan lacks ambition. Her drive is undeniable. But ambition without execution is just noise, and the public's starting to tune it out. So where does Meghan go from here? The gala could have been a chance to reset, to show the world a woman of action. Instead, it's amplified the doubts. Her speech at the event is already raising red flags. Past talks have leaned on buzzwords like healing and narrative, leaving audiences inspired for a moment but confused later. If she delivers another vague speech, it'll only deepen the skepticism. Her inner circle is likely in crisis mode, plotting a way to spin this. Maybe a low-key project with a local charity, something to show she's grounded. Maybe a candid interview admitting missteps, like her March 2025 Los Angeles Times comment about figuring it out in real time. But credibility isn't won with a single move. It's built slowly, through consistent work. And right now, Meghan's running out of runway. If you're still hanging out with us, chances are you liked what you saw. So don't be shy. Tap that like button, drop a quick comment below, and hit subscribe with the bell turned on so you never miss the next deep dive.